Hello and welcome back to my channel, Tomahawk Fab Works. The experiment continues with my 99 Silverado emergency frame repair. I'll show you what I got in progress I got going on now. So I got the frame level back here from this point to this point. I put a bubble level on this, you know, and it's as close as I can get it. I got some frame repair parts I ordered off the internet. I'm starting to piece this deal together. So I got some cuts, some plate here I cut, and this is a cross member I'm making out of a piece of exhaust pipe, and I am going to put slices in this, and this is all going to come together. And I'm going to weld this all around, of course. There's a view from the other side. So, of course, there's going to be a lot of cutting and shaping and welding of pieces of metal to bring this all together and make this safe to drive. Taken multiple measurements from the mount points on both sides for the bed, and everything's even up and ready to come together. I check every time I have to hammer on this or manipulate something. I'm measuring it to make sure it's still the way it's supposed to be. We're going to order these patch panels. Depending on what you get, they pre-laser cut, I guess, some areas, so they predict where you might want to cut or whatever, something like that. And this is obviously one of the round sections where the cross member is going to come into. So I'm pretty happy with the shape of this thing. So I just started on it now, but I'm going to fill in these lines, strengthen this blade up. Got the hole out there for the cross member. So that's what I'm doing right now. Couple more and I'll have it done. Whoop. Let's try it on for size. Walking camera idea. Okay, I'm going to call it a night for tonight. Got some progress here. So this is coming into shape. I got it fitting the way I want. So this right here for the crossover tube, this opening's a 3-inch. So I got a reducer coming for that. Got to make a run to the store for some flat stock so I can weld across here and weld across the bottom and box that in, and then make a plate on the other side of this, box that in, and it'll be kind of done. I'll look at it from there, decide whether we're going to go where we're going to go from there. And might as well mention this. Where's that? Yep, that hole right there, that's got to be repaired. That's going to be a job because it's in a confined space. That's the big stuff right there. That'll get like a lot of this complete as a repair, an emergency repair for what I need. So, and then on the other side, I don't know how many times I'll recap this, so if I just ignore me if I do. I'm just trying to keep this all straight in my head. So this fits on here pretty good, but there's a big gap right here. So right where this weld is, where they bent it, they made a guess, you know, about where it's supposed to go. So I'm gonna have to make a pie cut or whatever, a cut in here, cut on the bottom, get the torch out and heat this up, not melt it, but bend it in and get this gap filled in right here, get that all tightened up, and that'll strengthen this whole area here because it's really thin and bad. There's a hole here. Where's it at? Yeah, here. There's one here, and there's like a crack or some shit along here somewhere. I don't know. I saw. Where's it at? I don't know. But it's bad back here too. So this all bolted in, welded in. This is going to strengthen this whole area. And that'll be it for over here pretty much, because the rest of this is in pretty good shape by comparison. There's one little spot down there. You can probably see it. And oh yeah, so I know you all saw this probably flashing by the camera. So I got a piece for underneath to put a new U-nut in to screw in for the rear tank strap holder. And then to strengthen this right here, I'm going to get more metal and make two squares and just go in between here and here and here and here, and that'll adhere, you know, make it that stronger. So as this moves along and I get ready to do all the welding and all the boxing in and all the attachments and all the finalities of doing this emergency repair experiment that I'm trying to do here, it'll all kind of like come apart a little bit with all the new stuff. And I'll put that core seal rust converter on, right? And once I get that on and it cures the way it's supposed to, then you find all the spots where you got to weld, and you strip away down to the bare metal so you can make a good weld and all that stuff, and then, you know, touch up all those spots with the core seal again. And then once that cures, then I got some epoxy primer to put on there, and some Eastwood frame coat, whatever the heck it is they call that stuff. That'll get sprayed on there, and we'll take a look at it and see how it looks. Because anyway, even after that, I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get something from the people that make Blaster spray penetrant lubricant. It's called Surface Shield. And once all that other coating stuff is dry, before winter time, you can. This is supposed to be the thing to use to protect your under part of your car and your truck from water and salt and all the nastiness of the Rust Belt that we live in up here. And that's where this is going to go. So here we are. So I don't know if I'm going to cut this video off here or just making a mid-video brief about what I'm going to be doing here as I move along. So there you are, moving forward.